Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series for Civilization 6 Gathering Storm. As you can see, we're going to be playing as Hungary, which I actually randomized a few times because I wanted to play a domination civilization. I haven't played a domination civilization in a while, and definitely haven't played one in Gathering Storm yet. So I was like, let me just random a couple times until we get a domination civilization. Even if they're not a Gathering Storm civilization, that's okay. I'll just pick whatever I get first. And of course, the first domination minus civilization I get is Hungary. So that works out perfectly, I think. A couple things about Hungary before we jump into the game. First off, they did get a little bit of a pretty significant nerf, actually, I would say. I was going to say a little bit of a nerf, but it's a pretty significant nerf in that their upgrades to levied units are no longer free. And if you're not familiar with Hungary at all, essentially they have the ability to levy city-state units and then get a bonus from those levied city-state units. I mean, obviously, everybody has the ability to levy city-state units, so I should say that. But Hungary gets a bonus to their levied city-state units, and so that's just much better for them than anybody else in the game, really. Also, they previously got free upgrades for all of the levied units, so they could just levy a city-state, free upgrade everything to the maximum technology that you had, and then, go on about their business and really kind of help take on the world. Well, they changed that now, so it's 75% reduction, which does mean you're still going to need gold and you're still going to need resources to upgrade those units. It's a pretty significant change to go from 0 to 25%. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is actually quite a big deal. I mean, especially if you have units that are pretty far back in time, and historical units that the city-state hasn't upgraded in a while, and you're like maybe more modern or something like that, it could cost you a pretty big chunk of money to be able to upgrade all those units. So that's a pretty big deal. Plus, they did just increase the cost of upgrading units anyway. So I think it's 33% increased cost or something like that. So not only is it going to cost Hungary a little bit more than it obviously used to, but it is also going to cost more in general just to upgrade units. So the combined there is a pretty decent amount of money to upgrade these units. So pretty significant nerf to them. I guess you could say they got a small buff in a way, in that I'm playing on Deity difficulty here. And on Immortal and Deity difficulty, all of the city-states start with walls, which does give you not only walls, but a bunch of units to get from the beginning. Like I think 5 warrior units for each of the city-states from the very beginning of the game. What that means is it is much more likely that the city-states that you want are going to be still alive by the time you meet them, or in a position to start levying their units. So that's a pretty significant buff to Hungary as well, though, even despite the other nerf, because that was my biggest concern with Hungary when I ranked them in my top 10 list, is that by the time you found the city-states, half of them are going to be conquered and taken over by the enemy and whatever, and they're just not going to be worth anything to you. Well, this is going to be much more likely that Hungary is going to be able to have access to those and do what he wants with them. But again, obviously, it is going to cost him a decent amount of money to do so. So we will need to get our economy running the way we want it to, if we are in fact going to use our city-states units as the majority of our military, which very likely will be our goal. And like I said, I really do want to go for domination. I mean, I'm at least going to do a lot of domination or conquest type stuff. Whether I settle on a domination victory or not, we'll see. It's very likely, but at the very least, I wanted some conquest. So that is the goal. A few other things. So like I said, Deity difficulty. We are on a shuffle map, so I actually don't know what the map has in store for us. It is a standard size map, standard speed, and I did max out the disasters, which no longer increases the increases the speed of the climate change, stuff like that. So we're not going to get flooded stuff any quicker now, just because we're on maximum disasters. We're just going to get a lot more disasters and stuff like that. So I felt like that would be a good balance. Let's jump into this. Oh wow, that's does Hungary have a desert bias? Surely not, right? If anything, they should have a geothermal bias. And I'm not seeing any geothermal anythings at the moment. Mountains, nothing. Wow, this is actually a really kind of a not super happy start. I would hit restart, but I've got it set to random, so if I hit restart, I'm just not going to get hungry. I mean, I guess I could exit back out to the menu, but no, I think we'll work with this. We'll figure out how to work with it. I mean, to be fair, we do have a very significant amount of food at the beginning here. We got a 4, 3, and a 3. That's a lot of food. We got a couple decent luxuries, salt within range. We got some copper nearby. We got some stone. We do have some incense down here. So we could work with this. The desert here is just throwing me off a little bit, but I think we can work with this. We're going to be fine. Anyway, what else I was going to do is real quick is we're going to jump in here, and I already talked to you about the levied units. The other bonuses that he has is that he's got this Pearl of the Danube, where he does get an increased production to districts and buildings constructed across a river from a city center. He also gets 2 unique units. First, he gets the I think the Black Army comes first, right? Yes. So first he gets the Black Army. Oh yeah, because it's here medieval industrial. The Black Army gives +3 combat strength for each adjacent, or gets +3 combat strength for each adjacent levied unit, which is awesome. It can also upgrade into the Huszár here, this is one of the only specialty units that I can think of that actually can upgrade into the next special unit. So that's a pretty good way to get this. This Huszár is going to have a decent amount of promotions by the time you get it. And it actually gets +3 combat strength for every active alliance, which is awesome. Let's see. What else do we got here? Anything else I missed out on? He does get extra envoys every time he levies city-state units, so it's not outside the realm of possibility to go for some sort of a diplomacy victory or something like that with them. And he also gets his thermal bath here, which is a building unique to Hungary. Like it says, +2 amenities, +2 production. Extends to each city center within 6 tiles, which is pretty awesome. And city receives +3 tourism, +2 additional amenities if there's at least 1 geothermal fissure in the city's borders, which that's a pretty decent amount of amenities, which, like I said, I'm not seeing any geothermal fissures. I'm also not seeing any rivers right this second. So this is kind of a weird start for us. There's a river over there at least. So even though this city might not, be in a good position, putting a city right here where it can build across the river to all 3 of these tiles. Actually, it might even curve around where we have several, like we might have a 4th tile over here that we can build on. That might be a good second city spot. I think I'm okay with the capital being here. Again, really mostly just because we're going to get a decent amount of food from the beginning here. But this might be like a second city spot over here, something like that. Kind of a weird start, but I think we're going to make it work. We're going to figure it out. So let's go ahead and settle our very first city here. Okay, we get sailing right away because we're on the coast. Good stuff, or the sailing boost, I should say. We did discover a new continent. We also got desert city, so we got a little bit of a era score going. That's, I guess, a good thing. I don't know that we want to go right into sailing right away. I don't know if that's quite the direction we're looking for. We do want to, get a builder out to hook up these rice paddies to get us a whole lot of food right away, which will give us the boost to irrigation here. You know what? Let's start with animal husbandry. Are we going to need horses for either of the units? Does it say here? It doesn't say there. Because if we need horses, I may actually try and rebuild horses right away so we can see kind of better placement for our other cities. Let's see, Matthias, Black Army. He does need horses. Okay, so we need horses for that at least. And the Huszár needs niter. Okay, that makes sense. So we will need horses. So kind of revealing horses pretty early on could be pretty useful, actually. So on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and do animal husbandry. And I think I'm going to be perfectly fine with that. All right, production. Let's go ahead and get a scout out first. That's usually my go-to. And then as far as what we're working, we are going to go ahead and lock in these food tiles. The faster we grow, it's going to slow down our production a bit, but we really want to grow as fast as we can here in the early game. All right, let's go check out this river some more. Okay, so yeah, we can put a city right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles across that river. That would be really, really good for us to build on and get a bonus to. I guess we'll come up here and just go ahead and start working on this guy. We don't want to leave these guys hanging. Be able to come at our city over here. Currently at a disadvantage, but we'll be all right. Germany's in the game. We found him fast too, so it means he's pretty close by. Oh, he's right over there. Well, maybe some early aggression against Germany, especially. That's the thing. Germany is going to get a bonus towards taking out city-states, and we get a bonus towards obviously keeping them around. So that is going to be really good for us to try and find the city-states as quickly as possible and use them against Germany before he can do something to them. There is a scout there, a barbarian scout. We're going to go ahead and heal our barbarian, or our warriors, just say one more turn. See if this warrior will take an attack there. Maybe we can finish him off. Oh, wow, he's got a lot of warriors over here. All right, I think this is still okay to do. He won't be able to take it out completely. We're up to two pop now. I do kind of want to keep locking in the food for right now. Just this, at least this tile, and then we'll get the production here once we grow here in 3 turns. That's a lot of warriors. I mean, I would really be unfortunate if Germany started some aggressions right now, since he's this close to us. And I would not put it past him, to be perfectly honest. In fact, it's very tempting to abandon this, because I have a feeling he's coming after us. Because why not? He has no reason not to. Alright, we can do this. It's going to leave our warrior pretty weak. Does get us some arrow score there. Gets us a little money. Gets military tradition. We got this scout running around. I honestly think he's coming after us. Which, if he comes after us this early and we lose, then... oh, well. That's a restart right there. That's an acceptable restart. That's just so early in the game. We're getting attacked by the barbarian scout. That's just awesome. I'm going to move you up just a little bit and take your promotion. Grab battle cry and see if we can sneak over here. Actually, you can help us out. Work on that guy a little bit. All right. Research. I don't think we actually found any horses, did we? I didn't see any pop up. Let's go ahead and pick up pottery, I think. Any horses so far? We haven't explored a lot yet, but I'm not seeing any. We do have 3 pop now, so we are locked onto this, which is fine. I mean, we can lock it, but that's the right tile to work anyway. And then as far as production, I mean, I do want to get a settler out as soon as possible. I also need to get defensive stuff. You know, we got to go for the slinger. I don't know if Germany's going to try anything. We've got to get a little bit of a military out. You know what? I say that? No. And the reason I'm saying no is because, again, if he takes us out in the first 15 turns of the game, oh well. That's a restart. I'll probably just restart explicitly as Hungary. So I think it's worth going ahead and getting us maybe like a builder out or something like that. Actually, how much would it cost us to buy a builder? More than we're going to get anytime soon. I'd like to get a builder out, get this food and stuff hooked up, just to kind of really get that rolling in as soon as possible. And if we lose the city here in the first part of the game, that's not going to be a problem. We will, we'll call that a restart. We'll back this guy up, see if we can defend a little bit here. Oh, we're already getting floods on this river over here. I do need to get over here as soon as possible before Germany gets over here. Does mean it's going to get a little bit of a food boost on a couple tiles. It looks like the city center tile that we're planning on putting, and then this one over here. It doesn't really matter that much, because again, we will probably be planning on building on all of those tiles, but it is interesting. I kind of feel like I just need to park this warrior nearby home. I'm just going to go ahead and have you just heal up where you're at. This is going to be okay. Gotta find those city-states, though. Alright, you're going to go ahead and just fortify, or let's go alert, I guess.
It is not wisdom, but
Alright, I mean, we're going to be seeing some barbarians here early on, and I do like the faith and gold usually pretty early on, so we can get an early Pantheon as soon as possible. And we are planning on improving some tiles here pretty quickly. I'm not aiding any city-states, dude. Go away. Right, that's good enough for you. Let's go ahead and swing you over this way, away from Germany, see what's on this side of things.
Seven girls were chased by bears. The bears were just about to catch them when the girls jumped on a low rock. One of the girls prayed to the rock. Rock, take pity on us. Rock, save us. The rock heard them and began to grow upwards, pushing the girls higher and higher.
It's a cool wonder. It's a decent amount of faith and production around here. Or is it faith and food? What did it say? I actually wasn't paying attention. Yeah, faith and production. I was right. So yeah, I mean, that's going to be a decent city site over here, especially if we can find a river. Is that a river? That might be just coast, actually. Yeah, I think that's just coast. It'd be good to find a river. A couple cows, man. Those are going to be some good tiles over there. So we have a couple locations for another city. So here soon, we're probably going to try and... Wow, we're already getting a drought over here.
No man ever wetted clay.
Alrighty. I'm at least going to get archery a little ways. I feel like we're going to need some archers pretty quickly here. There we go. That's what we need to see. That right there. So we're not suzerain yet, obviously, but if we send them a trade route, we'll get some more points here. Just need 3 to get suzerain, and we may need his warriors, honestly, if we're going to get some aggression from Germany here. Oh, you have a promotion. That's fine. Stop doing that. Don't want you to go over there. I'm just trying to clear off the stuff. Germany's flirting around here. We gotta be a little careful. Oh, goody hut. Go pick that up. Boost irrigation. I like that. 2 turns on our builder here. Oh, I keep forgetting to upgrade you. We're actually pretty close to being out of the Dark Age already, which is fine. We might. I mean, if we keep going at this rate, we might get a Golden Age early on. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, these couple warriors here worry me a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and just move you twice. Another city-state. That's awesome. Now, they're not in a good position for us to go after Germany. But again, the more city-states we find, the better. We'll do Alpine, I guess. And as you can see, they both already have walls, which is awesome. Really going to help them out a lot. All right. One more turn on our builder. Looks like the warriors are going their separate ways for the moment. All right. I do think we need to go ahead and get a slinger out just to be ready. Ready for some stuff. I don't know if there's any point going up there right now. I think we'll just keep coming back down here for now. We can see Muscat over there. That's going to be fine. Do either of these have anything like really good bonus-wise? Builders can now make Cahokia Mounds. +3 gold. Cities receive +1 amenity from the first Cahokia Mound improvement. Upon discovering natural history, cities receive +1 amenity from your second Mound improvement. +1 food for every 2 adjacent districts. Once feudalism is rediscovered, etc., etc. I mean, there's a lot of good bonuses there, obviously. That's a really cool one. And then this one gets +1 amenity in cities with a commercial hub. All right, not too bad. Not too bad at all. If we can get Cahokia at least up to suzerain, I will feel much better about our situation. Because again, we can levy their units. I mean, we need to save up our gold if we're going to go that route, but that could be an option. It's going to be a good amount of food from this. That's good. We'll kind of circle around here with our scouts, see what we got going on. Obviously, Germany's scouting around here. We'll keep working on the farms for now. Really max out the food here. This must be the southern edge of the map here, actually. So that's interesting. Wonder completed. Great bath already. Not expecting to see city-state down here, to be honest. I would expect there would be a couple over here somewhere, but down here it's unlikely. Still could be some goody huts and things, though. Obviously, we don't have mining for either of these right now. But we should get it soon. Could just drop another farm down, but I'm going to go ahead and come up here and probably be ready to drop a mine on that copper or something. In fact, for the moment, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to mining. It's going to be okay. I'd like to get that third tile down to get the craftsmanship boost. All right, chill for a moment. We could, like I said, drop the farm there, but I think waiting for the mine's going to be okay. Oh, another goody hut. Perfect. A little bit of gold. I like that. How much would it cost us just to buy a settler? 320. We're actually not that far off. Might be worth doing. So we'd really like to get something over here or something, or especially over here as well. One more turn, we can swap off craftsmanship. Yeah, we can go ahead and swap off of it for now. I haven't found a second continent yet, and it's unlikely we'll find one down here on the southern part of the map. But there might be one up in this direction, at least. Alright, so you're chilling for a moment. fact, since Germany's backed off a little bit, I'm going to sneak up here, see if I can scout a little bit with this warrior. Might be a little bit of a mistake, but we're about to get the slinger here. So I think it'll be alright. Should have gotten the movement, or the forest movement instead of the hill movement. Right, so there's our slinger. Don't see anything for you to go attack right now, unfortunately. I'll sneak you down here a little bit. I'm not going to go too far with you. Yeah, I think we got to get the settler out now. We got to get another city going. All right, 3 turns we'll have the mining. Let's go ahead and stick you over there for now. Be ready to go. Yeah, really not anything great down here. Sure, we'll take your delegation for now. We're not going to start anything with you just yet. Now we're about to hit a dead end over here, aren't we? Interesting. I'll probably circle around this lake, come back down, I think, at this point. I was hoping to find another continent by now, but does not look like that is going to happen. Hello, goody hut that I can't get to. I'll just come over here just for a second just to see that. And we'll move back around past Cahokia, see if we can pick up this goody hut.
When you find yourself in a hole, quit digging.
Alright, well, he's obviously probably about to start pillaging things, which is a bit annoying. Go ahead and drop this down, get the boost to a couple things. What do we want to do now? I mean, we do want to get archery soon-ish. I don't know if we have to rush it right this second. We still haven't got the boost yet. Could grab... Let's pick up writing. We're going to want to get a campus out pretty quickly. Start advancing up the text. Start moving you back. See if we can deal with this scout back here. Alright, so not a whole lot up here. This is a very interesting little landmass here we got. I don't know where you think you're going, but you're obviously not going to go through there. Barbarians approach. Storm. Need more housing. That's fine. Oh, come on. Hope he doesn't die to the warrior. That would be annoying. Or the city. That would be just as annoying. There's some German city there. Ah, good. Good. We wanted that. Alright, let's go ahead and swap over. Finish off archery real quick now that we got the boost. Because getting an archer will make me feel way better about our situation. I kind of like to get Cahokia up as quickly as possible. Just because that will... Maybe we can go with some early aggression against Germany here. I'm actually tempted to go ahead and buy a settler. Even though we're about to pump one out naturally. Because 2 cities right about now would be really, really awesome. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to buy the settler. We'll get one. It's going to slow this down a little bit. Well, temporarily. We're going to grow in population here in a second. And it'll speed back up basically again. Let's go check this out real quick. There's Berlin. Cool little canal city. Let's see, if we put a city here... well, if we get a canal there... Actually, I don't know if we can put a canal there after all. If we had the city backed up a little bit, we could put a canal here and then, like the Panama Canal or something like that, and get all the way over to here. Or if we'd backed up a little bit, we could have gone through here, but it's not a big deal. It's fun, but not critical, obviously. Alright, you're going to just chill where you're at. Wait for that settler to come out. Go ahead and group up with him. The settler, I think I'm just going to go ahead and again pop you right here. It's such a good tile for Hungary specifically because of his bonus. Guess you're going to come back around. Again, we didn't find that second continent, which is highly unfortunate. Apparently you think I'm weak. I'm not sure that I disagree. Ooh, big old tornado outbreak. That's going to be rough.
I shot an arrow into the air.
Especially since it's kind of in the path that our settlers are trying to go here in a moment. Alrighty. I've got a lot of things boosted right now, which is really good. Let's see if we can figure out where iron's at. That could help us out a little bit. I know it's going for... Well, let's finish off writing. I keep changing my mind, I realize, but... we do want to get iron soon, but writing is also very important. Oh, I didn't see which direction that's moving. Northeast. So it might intercept our warrior, but I think if it just continues on this type of path, hopefully our settler is safe. No, it's lied to us. It's going southwest. It's going after Germany. I'm okay with that as well. Alright, foreign trade's out as far as it can be to be boosted. Let's go ahead and finish off Craftsman and get that one done. I mean, there's a bunch of flood tiles here, obviously, but I mean, again, we're going to get a huge bonus to building on any of these tiles around here, and that's pretty significant. So yeah, let's go ahead and drop this down here. Oh, you're out of moves. Never mind. Next turn. I can't go into your territory yet. Got to get you a trade route soon. So 10 turns on the Ancient Era. We actually might still be in a Dark Age after all. I thought we were going to get out of it pretty quickly at the rate we were going, but did not turn out to be the case. Which isn't the end of the world. Dark Ages can be very lucrative if you're able to follow them up with a Heroic Age. Alright. I mean, I kind of would like to get an archer up, like, quickly. Can also just upgrade you to an archer, which I think we will do. Yeah, this is normally 45 gold, so going up to 60 gold doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it is pretty significant when you start adding it up over the course of the entire game. Let's go and get you an archer, get that taken care of. And then your housing's going to be okay for a little bit. Monument could be useful. Let's try getting some culture, especially if the loyalty pressure starts getting a little bit higher as well. You know what, we're going to go ahead and get a builder out, I think. I think getting a builder out here, help improve some of these tiles will be okay. Alright, so you're going to swing over here, hopefully. What else we got going on? So we're still in the Dark Age.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere...
Choose Civic. I don't know that we're going to find a second continent, and we do want the trade route. But since this one up here is already boosted, we'll go ahead and pick this one up real quick. I mean, getting the flanking and support combat bonuses, I've started reading up a lot more about combat and some of the bonuses and things. It makes a bigger difference than I ever realized, actually. We don't see any evidence of another continent over here at all yet, do we? Like that Germany might be on one or something. No, looks like they're all on the same continent as us. What about you? Yep, you're on the same continent. So it's very unlikely we're going to find the continent. So we finished off military tradition, and we haven't found a continent, which again is probably what's going to happen. We will probably go ahead and hard finish off the that civic, so that we can go ahead and get trade routes up and about. All right, here comes Germany a little bit. Choose Pantheon. River Godness. Yeah, we do have a decent amount of... Oh, that's desert floodplains. So we have a decent amount of floodplains, but that's different. Quarries, camps. I mean, City Patron Goddess would be interesting just because it would give us extra bonus for even Hungary, because if we build it across the river and we have this, our first one will come out real quickly. But I don't know if that's what we want. We got salt. We got salt and incense. Couple incense. Also have some cows over here. Salt, incense, and cattle. Anything useful for any of those? The cattle comes from pastures here. Salt would be neither of these. There's incense right there. A little bit of food from incense. Not too bad. I guess salt probably comes from mines, right? Yeah. I mean, we go for like divine spark or something like that. That's usually pretty safe. We don't have a lot of quarries. Yeah, I don't know. This is actually... There's several incense here. So I'm leaning that direction. A couple salt over here, but we're not going to go in that area necessarily. What's up here, maybe? Not really much. We could just take like border expansion, right? I mean, that's relatively safe. Wine, cocoa, tobacco, olives, coffee, tea plantations. No, we're just going to take religious idols. We got a lot of salt. We got some copper. Getting a little bit extra faith. Why not? I think it's going to be fine. Going to be fine, I think. Alright. Yeah, again, I'm kind of a little worried about these guys coming through here. Do we have an archer down here? Let's just move you down here and just kind of just stand in this area to protect ourselves a little bit. Hello? Barbarians. Ah, we did get out of the Dark Age. I mean, would have been cool to stay in the Dark Age, I guess, but it's not the end of the world. Alright, we're going to put a cut in there. About 30 minutes into the first episode here, which is fine. We'll be getting another city out over here pretty soon, and then it's just not a lot of rivers. This is actually not a really good start for Hungary, but, you know, we have other things that are beneficial for us, and that's, you know, we've got some city-states nearby very quickly. We'll be able to use those to our benefit pretty readily here, and maybe just go on the offensive against Germany as quickly as we can. So I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.